Hello everybody, Retro Guy 25 here. Back with another video that I'm gonna do a review video. What you may see what I'm doing a review about is Spec Ops Stealth Patrol for the PlayStation 1. Right there. There's the front, as you can see. And here's the back. Get an idea what the game looks like. You can pause if you want to pause it. You can read all of that if you want. Side spines, and of course it's in the PS1 because there's the inside. That's one of the other games that they made, the Garage Warriors, whatever. Maybe not, but Garage Warriors, and then there's the inside of that. So yeah, but yeah, Spec Ops Stealth Patrol, the very first one for PlayStation 1 anyways. And I got the game for like $5 at the flea market, the closest one that I can get to. Well, the very, very closest one that I can get to. But anyways, this is a review video about it. About the game. This is just a review video. What my thoughts are about the game. Now, I think that Spec Ops Stealth Patrol, since being the first one on the PlayStation 1, pretty much 3 of them out of 4 Spec Ops games on the PlayStation 1 is basically about the same for the gameplay and stuff like that. Control scheme, pretty much for the most part, and the graphics and stuff like that and whatnot. The style of the games and stuff are basically the same, but different stories and stuff like that. So anyways, now, Stealth Patrol for the PlayStation 1 is, I'm just gonna get straight to the one point where I'm trying to get at. It's hard. It's pretty hard, and it can get frustrating, and the controls can be a little difficult at first, but once you keep playing it, and then you memorize it after a little while, the controls ain't too bad. I mean, first it might feel complicated at first, but after you get past certain things and whatnot, then it starts to become pretty easy. Well, for the most part anyways. I mean, it might take a little while to get used to the controls, but it's pretty simplified for the most part. And the Spec Ops games, all the Spec Ops games is kind of like an earlier version of SOCOM US Navy SEALs for the PS2 and PS3. So, yeah. PS1 had Spec Ops, which is pretty much the closest that you're gonna, probably, I would have to say the closest that you're gonna get to SOCOM, because it feels just like a SOCOM series, even though it's really not. SOCOM, there's a few guys or so. There's like 4 or 5 guys or something like that in SOCOM games, especially for the PS2. There's like 3 or 4 of them. I think there's 4 that you get to control, and SOCOM 1 to 3 on the PS2 and stuff. So You know, but in Spec Ops, at least the PS1 ones, and I think many of the other ones too, except for Spec Ops The Line, but that's for another story. Pretty much most of them, you only get to control pretty much just two. And I mean only two Rangers, you know, Special Ops members. Which that's what it's short for. Spec Ops is short for Special Ops. Which is a real thing. You know, if you didn't know that now, now you know it. Now, if you didn't know that before, now you know it now. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is a military thing, so you know, if you've been in the Special Ops, who are just watching this video or watches it, this review video about the Stealth Patrol 1, it's just that. If you've been in the Special Ops operation, in the Spec Ops situation in real life, well, you can let me know and stuff. You can tell me, yeah, I have back in this time or whatever, you know, and then you don't have to go into details and whatnot, because, you know, feel comfortable where you want to tell me about the Spec Ops situation. But, you know, yeah, so, anyways, the thing is, though, I haven't really seen any actual reviews, at all on this game, Spec Ops Stealth Patrol. You see gameplay footage and stuff like that, long plays, and, you know, and stuff like that, but not any actual reviews. So I think this is the first one, because I've been searching on YouTube, and I couldn't find a single actual regular review. So I figured, well, I'll do one, and here it is. You're watching it now, so you know you're hearing my thoughts about it, my most honest opinions. Now, like I said, the game is pretty much, if you look at the gameplay for it, you can find it. I'm not going to show any footage of it. I might do like some kind of playthrough for a special video, but I'm not all that good at it. At least not yet, because it's pretty hard. I think it's harder than, if you think SOCOM is hard, try playing Spec Ops, because Spec Ops, I think in my opinion, is a lot harder, a lot more tougher than SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. So, yeah. And it feels just like U.S. Navy SEALs, the SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. So, yeah. But anyways, but yeah. This is just a little. It's just showing the little demonstration screen and some screens and stuff, and you know, repeatedly, because I guess they didn't program it to show actual what do you want to call it? Like, it shows the high scores and stuff like that and whatnot, but it doesn't show. It doesn't show like any demo gameplay. So, it's whatever. But yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna show the case again. Here it is, as you can see, and right there, it's rated T for teen. It may be a war game, or you know, like a military game, but it's T for teen for this one. I think the line is rated for mature, I believe, or that's T for teen too. I don't know, but pretty much all of them on the PlayStation 1, I believe, is rated T for teen, at least. I don't think that none of them on PlayStation is rated M. So, but this one's T for teen, so yeah, as you can see right there. And it says that on the back too. Teen, animated violence, animated blood. So yeah, so if you're 13 and older, yeah, you can play it, but you know, you might want to practice at it awfully a lot, because I tell you right now, it's pretty tough. I mean, it has a difficulty setting. It has private, corporal, and sergeant. Which sergeant's the hardest, private's the easiest. So that means corporal is the what do you want to call it? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, that's right. Corporal would be like medium, normal, you know, whatever. Sorry about that. I kind of lost train of thought, but anyways, the thing is, though, it came out in 2000. If you can see it right there on the TV screen, it says 2000 by Take-Two. Now, is it as good as SOCOM? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, just like a SOCOM game, but it's, I don't know. I think SOCOM is a little bit more better and more realistic, obviously. But for a PlayStation 1 game, I think it's still kind of realistic, just not as realistic and whatnot. But otherwise than that, I still think it's still pretty good, since it definitely, in my opinion, holds up in today's time, considered what I think that it holds up considered to what most military games are on the most of the other ones on the PlayStation. I mean, yeah, you got Medal of Honor and Medal of Honor Underground, the only two Medal of Honors, and you know, and Army Men games and stuff like that on the PlayStation. But the closest that I can think that you can get to SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs, that started on the PS2 and went to the PS3 for SOCOM 4, of course, U.S. Navy SEALs. Spec Ops, like I said, if you play it or take a look at gameplay and stuff on YouTube, you can kind of see the resemblance, maybe by a little bit, that it does have some similar stuff in the game that's kind of like, you know, a two-man army, like a two-man squad, not army, but a two-man squad, like mission, stealth mission based, like action, like military action, like realistic in one way, in some kind of ways, you know, like SOCOM for the PS2 and PS3. And I think there's a SOCOM game on PS4, but I don't think so. But there's PS2 and PS3 for SOCOM games. But I think that of how SOCOM started was to start. I think they got that idea from Spec Ops. It's my theory, and pretty much since they got some ideas from Spec Ops, the company behind the SOCOM series figures, oh, we're gonna make our own Spec Ops game, except trying to make it better than than what do you want to call it, Spec Ops. Like, make it better than Spec Ops, but I think they were in competition for a little bit, especially when the first and second SOCOM games came out. But at least when the first SOCOM game, I think Spec Ops, the way the Spec Ops game at the time probably competed with, the last Spec Ops game that came out on PlayStation 1, which would be, Spec Ops, I believe it was the Airborne Commando, Spec Ops Airborne Commando. I think that competed in a way, sort of in a way, in my opinion, with SOCOM 1 at least. In the first SOCOM US Navy SEALs. So yeah. But, I think people took SOCOM in consideration and be like, oh, I think SOCOM's better than Spec Ops. And it's like, well, Spec Ops came out first. It started back in '98 on PC. I mean, a little rougher on PC, but, it was the first SOCOM game, then the SOCOM 2, and, there's another SOCOM game, SOCOM 2 game, or something like that, SOCOM game on the Dreamcast, and, so, there's a few SOCOM games. Like I said, there's 4 of them on the PlayStation, and this is one of them. Stealth Patrol is like the very first one that came out in 2000 for the PlayStation 1. Like I said, is the SOCOM games on PlayStation 1 and the first 3 out of 4 of them on the PlayStation 1 is good. Yes, I think they're good. But could they be more than good? I don't know. I would have to say at least good enough, like good as in halfway decent good. But no more than that. I mean, at least in my opinion. But still, give it a try. See what you think. What would be your guys' opinion on SOCOM games? You need a PS2 or a PS1 to play them, unless you use the EPSXE emulator, or use a PlayStation Classic and put them on the flash drive by using AutoBleem or whatever, and try them out. If you don't like them, you don't like them. You can delete the games, But yeah, Stealth Patrol is one of the earlier ones. It came out like 2 years after the first game. Yeah, very first game for the PC. It's the first one on the PlayStation, and it plays like the second and third one on PlayStation. But, I think it's halfway decent. I mean, in my opinion. It's really hard. It gets me frustrated sometimes. I haven't got past the first mission yet. But, as an overall statement, I still say the Spec Ops games are still pretty good. I mean, halfway decent, like, pretty good, in my own opinion. You could put it like that. Like, a pretty good, halfway decent. Like, at the same time, like a mixture of both. Pretty halfway decent. You could put it like that or something. I don't know. But, yeah, so, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. I just want to say, the last thing I want to say is, give it a try. Just give it a try. Okay? And If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, and you wanna try beating the game, just wanna let you know that you might be having some fun with the game, but at the same time, be prepared to start over quite a few times or so. You're gonna be dying awfully a lot if you're not used to how these games work. But after a while, I think you might appreciate the game for what it was and what they were trying to go with. I mean, it's PS1, you know what I mean? So it was limited. So yeah. But anyways, but yeah, this play whatever game you want to play, you know, SOCOM or Spec Ops or whatever, Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, whatever. But you know, if you really want to see what I'm talking about the comparison between Spec Ops and SOCOM, well, somehow do a side-by-side main personally for your own self, and let me know what you think about the comparisons, what some of the comparisons are. So yeah. But yeah, so otherwise than that, just have fun out there, and I'll catch you next time. I'll catch y'all later, and no parties. Nah, I'm just kidding. You can do whatever heck you want. But yeah, so I'll catch you later for now. And yeah, just you know, this is my own little review. I didn't say too much more what I could say, but you know, I'm kind of just want to make a brief kind of review. You know, a very short one, even though it's been over 20 minutes now. But hey, I'm gonna let it go from here on, and I'll do another one in the next few days or a week later. You know, hopefully not too long. But yeah, see y'all later. And please like if you like, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date. If you want to subscribe, trying to work my way to over 500 subscribers. And you like me, you will subscribe if you want to keep up to date. If you don't like me, you don't have to subscribe. But at least try to check me out if you want to. But yeah, see ya. Ooh.